Look at this guy. He is sitting inside a $100,000 car, wearing a tailored suit, yet he is gripped by a quiet, suffocating panic. He is a highly paid professional, a doctor, a corporate lawyer, or a senior banker. He earns a massive salary, but his bank account tells a different story. If he misses a single paycheck, the life he has built collapses. Climbing the corporate ladder hides a silent trap. Every promotion triggers a reflex to upgrade. A bigger house, a nicer car, and more expensive vacations become the immediate response to a raise. As income rises, expenses rise in exact proportion. The extra cash doesn't create security, it just services larger debts. Without systemic financial knowledge, a higher salary simply puts you on a faster treadmill. You are running harder, but you are still stuck in the rat race. This cycle begins in the classroom. Modern school systems remain built on an outdated model from the agrarian and industrial ages. Schools specialize in teaching scholastic and professional skills. They produce excellent employees who know how to exchange their time for a paycheck, but the curriculum ignores financial literacy. Most people graduate knowing how to balance a chemical equation, but with no understanding of how to make money work for them. Without a financial blueprint, even the most intelligent professionals fall back on primal behavior. They make massive life decisions driven by the fear of bills and the desire for social status. To bypass that cycle, we have to look at the mechanical differences in how money moves through a household. This diagram illustrates the definition of an asset. Mechanically, an asset is any item that pumps money directly into your pocket. A liability does the opposite. It is a mechanism that drains money out of your pocket and flushes it into the expense column. In a typical middle-class system, the salary flows immediately into a liability pipeline. People buy items they believe are signs of wealth, but the cash vanishes down the expense drain, leaving nothing behind. A primary home demonstrates this reality. Because it requires a constant outward flow for mortgages, property taxes, and maintenance, it functions mechanically as a liability. The wealthy focus on building a massive asset column. They prioritize dividend-paying stocks, rental real estate, and intellectual property, assets that act as engines, pumping fresh income back to the top. The final outcome of a financial life is determined by the specific plumbing of this cash flow, regardless of the size of the starting salary. Robert Kiyosaki learned this structural difference at 9 years old. His mentor, a man he called his rich dad, set out to break the boy's addiction to the employee mindset. He forced Kiyosaki to work inside a local convenience store for absolutely zero pay. The lack of an hourly wage forced the boy to stop waiting for a boss to hand him money. To survive the boredom and the lack of cash, he had to start using his brain to spot hidden opportunities. He noticed the store manager was throwing away old comic books. Kiyosaki collected them, opened a neighborhood library, and charged other kids admission. The library generated profit while Kiyosaki and his friend were playing softball. That early success proved that building an asset-based engine is the only way to divorce earnings from physical effort. Building an independent system requires a new way to measure success, moving away from income brackets and job titles. Visionary thinker Buckminster Fuller proposed measuring wealth as a unit of forward survival. This poses a specific test. If you stopped working today, exactly how many days could you survive on your current assets? Wealth is the duration your current assets can sustain your standard of living without requiring a single hour of your physical labor. Escaping the mechanical rat race requires a lifelong exercise in overriding human behavioral psychology. Most people react to the fear of bills by clinging to the illusion of job security. They work harder for an employer rather than building their own foundation. Others react to the desire for status by instantly inflating their lifestyle every time they receive a raise. The architectural directive is to keep personal expenses low, stop the flow of cash and accessory liabilities, and relentlessly pour resources into the asset column. Building generational freedom requires the emotional discipline to construct a system where capital generates its own return.